And welcome to tonight's matchup between the Lincoln Railers and your Taylorville Lady Tornadoes. It's going to be an exciting one tonight as two Illinois stars, Addison Tarr and Kloe Froebe, go head-to-head in tonight's meeting.
Lincoln's impressive 25-0 record is intimidating, but the Tornadoes have been working hard to give themselves a good chance tonight. We're just under 15 minutes to tip-off here at Dell Stanley Court as the Lady Tornadoes are warming up.
Go get a snack, sit down, and relax. We'll be right back with stats, recaps, analysis, interviews, and much more right here on the TommyTV pregame report.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you. Get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
Me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost these.
You can talk to me.
It's been really hard for me.
Lady Tornado head coach Hayden Eldred. You guys have had a great season so far at 17-5. How does the momentum going to help going into tonight's game?
Well, you know, hopefully it does help. They're a really good team. We know what we got to do. We got to come out ready to go, ready to play and take care of the ball. So hopefully, you know, we haven't put 4 quarters together yet this season, and it's got to be tonight.
Big matchup between Tarr and Froebe tonight. What's your guys' plan on shutting Froebe down early?
We got to do it as a team. We got to do it as a team. Just key on, make sure we know where she's at all times. She gets the ball. She's going to look to attack. We got to make sure we collapse on her.
Lincoln has been great about forcing turnovers in their opponents. What's the plan on taking care of the ball tonight?
Just got to settle down. All right, they're going to speed us up. There's going to be turnovers, but we got to limit those. You know, we can take care of the ball if we just stay within ourselves and keep trying.
Maisie Fleming is going to have a hard time with, or not a hard time, a hard job with getting rebounds inside of the paint tonight. What's it going to take for her to get a win tonight?
Oh, she's got to have a great game. You know, we got that size advantage with her. They're going to be keying on her. They're just going to make it hard to put pressure on our guards to get it inside. But we got to be able to get the ball when she's open. All right, and she's got to be tough and put the ball in the basket.
On the other side of the court, Lincoln has some great offensive movements. What is the plan to force them to get the tough shots and to take the tough shots?
We just got to be active. We got to have energy. Most energy we've had all season. Hands in the face. They're a great shooting team. Every player on the floor can shoot. So we just got to be able to close out every time, make tough shots, and then make sure no offensive rebounds.
Well, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight, Drew.
Said Maisie will have to be strong in the paint tonight. They're going to have to shut down Kloe Froebe early to take this one here tonight. Let's take a look now at the probable starters for Taylorville. You look at this one here, and it's the usual suspects for Taylorville: Aubrey Kitzman, Lulu Woodward, Addison Tarr, Kylie Heimsness, and Maisie Fleming. As we talked about earlier with Coach Eldred, the Tornadoes are going to have to be able to rebound the ball extremely well, get those second chance shots that they need to get as well. And you look at around, and this Taylorville team has some shooters. They just need to be able to hit the ball, and they need to be able to get those 3 points flying tonight if they want to have a strong shot against this Lincoln Railer team. Another thing is the defensive effort. They're going to be locked. They have to be locked down and consistent on the defensive end of the court, and they're going to have to really contest and put pressure on Lincoln if they want to be able to win this ball game. People like Lulu Woodward and Aubrey Kitzman are really going to have to step up big on the defensive end of the ball to continue to be able to see success in tonight's matchup. You got people like Maisie Fleming that are going to have to be able to get down low and get those rebounds, play aggressive, and play with some extreme hustle and effort if they want to be able to come out with the win tonight. Kylie Heimsness, she's been a great three-point shooter, but she's going to need to be able to step up big tonight if the Tornadoes want to come away with a win. Addison Tarr, she just needs to stay in her normal form. Stay as Addison Tarr herself, because that's what the Tornadoes are going to need most tonight. They're going to need an A-plus effort from her. She's going to have to provide the leadership on and off the court, much like she does all season. She's going to have to be the star that she can truly be, and we know that she definitely can do that and definitely can be a leader for this Tornado squad. Lulu Woodward is another one that's definitely going to have to be locked down defensively for the Tornadoes. She plays a big part on the defensive effort of this squad, so she's really going to have to be able to continue that defensive consistency and everything that she does. Aubrey Kitzman, we talked about her in that past Lincoln game and how she shot the three ball really well. She's going to have to continue to be able to do that tonight and really be the senior leader of this team. I'm going to go ahead and send it now down to Miley, who is with the Lincoln head coach, Taylor Rohr.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I love you.
I'm here with Lincoln head coach Taylor Rohr. Lincoln has had an impressive record this season with 25-0. What's the plan to keep the momentum rolling tonight?
You know, we just need to play Lincoln basketball and play great defense, rebound, and get our offense rolling.
We talked earlier with Coach Hayden Eldred about shutting down Froebe for Taylorville. What's your guys' plan on shutting down Addison Tarr tonight?
You know, she's a really good shooter. She's got a nice attack. You know, we're aware of those things, and we're going to, you know, try to put a stop to those things on defense and, you know, be aware of where she is and getting a hand in her face. And, you know, she's a great shooter, so we need to, you know, be out on her.
Taylorville has the height advantage with Maisie Fleming. How are you going to combat her talent tonight?
You know, we're gonna run our zone defense and you know, try to keep the ball out of her hands, put pressure on the guards, and hopefully they're not able to make that pass.
Stoltenberg, Heitzig, Froebe, and Bowman are all seniors this year. How have they been helping those younger players develop their game?
I just think that, you know, when you're going against players like that in practice every day, you're always getting a little bit better.
Last year you guys won the super sectional in this very gym and had a very impressive playoff run. What is the plan and how far do you intend on making it this season?
I mean, we want to make it all the way. That's always the goal. I think that's the goal for every team. We had a great game here last year for the super, and it's a great gym, it's a great atmosphere, and so it's a lot of fun to play here.
Thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight. Drew?
For that amazing interview with Lincoln head coach Taylor Rohr. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our game analysis here. This one was from last year with the Lincoln Railers versus the Taylorville Tornadoes. Both these teams have changed an immense amount since that time. We can see Addison Tarr getting things started off, a sophomore at the time for the Tornadoes, getting them up early, but Lincoln drives to the basket, gets a great shot for them. Certainly something impressive that the Tornadoes are going to have to stop tonight. You see Fleming down low getting the basket. A great job from her. She's going to have to get down and get those baskets again, give the Tornadoes more second chance shots, and get those critical rebounds. Froebe, though, she's the key player. You're going to hear her name a ton tonight. She really can hit the three ball, and the Tornadoes are going to have to contest her shots, put pressure on them, and make them shoot out of their comfort zone if they want to come away with the win tonight. It's a 21-15 lead for the Railers. Kylie Hines, though, she shoots a big three, and she's going to have to continue to do that tonight to give the Tornadoes the momentum that they need. But Froebe, twice in a row from the corner, that's her hot spot. The Tornadoes, like I said, they're going to have to put pressure on her. Aubrey Kitzman had a great game. We need to see that from her tonight as well. The Tornadoes want to stay in this one and get the three ball going early. Speaking of three ball, though, Lincoln can absolutely flat out shoot it. Like we said, that's going to be the key theme tonight, is putting pressure on them and stopping them from doing that. We cannot give them second chance shot either. That's something that we're really going to have to avoid here as we go forward. Let's head into the fourth quarter. The Tornadoes down by a healthy margin. Let's see if they can make the comeback here with 6 minutes left. Fleming, that's one way to do it. You got to feed her the ball down low. The Tornadoes have a height advantage. It's a matter of being able to use that for them and their advantage there tonight. Second chance shot again, though, for Lincoln, puts it up and gives them the 72-51 lead. Final there was 72-53. Both of these teams have changed an immense amount and developed over the past year. We'll see what this matchup brings here tonight. We're going to take a quick break, but be back with more on the TommyTV pregame report.
Pointer, the three, got it from the corner for Tarr, and she's right down. Here comes Froebe all alone over Woodward.
Got a new house.
I think I finally found a place that I call home.
If you're buzzed and doing this to make yourself feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive.
I love you.
If you're buzzed and doing this to make yourself feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive.
Welcome back to the TommyTV pregame report. Let's take a look at our current standings in the Apollo. Taylorville sits atop of the Apollo with a 6-0 conference record, 18-5 overall. Mattoon comes in next at 17-5, followed by Effingham at 20-4. Mount Zion and Mahomet make up the 4 and 5 slots, sitting at 17-9 and 8-14. Charleston closes us out with a 5-14 overall record, 0-5 in conference. These upcoming games will make the difference for Taylorville. The Tornadoes are looking to keep up their hot streak and take home first place in the Apollo. Now, let's go back to Drew with some season stats for Taylorville.
Yep. Welcome to the Rally Towel Night here at the THS Dolph Stanley Court, brought to you by our friends at CTI. We're so excited to have Rally Towel Night here and hopefully get the Lady Tornadoes hyped up for this matchup here as they get set to take on the #1 team in the state, the undefeated Lincoln Railers. There, as you see them come out of the tunnel there and get ready for this game here. People start waving their rally towels. Hopefully we can get the crowd into this matchup. It's a big one for the Lady Tornadoes. This is a big moment in their season. I'm going to go ahead and send it back to Miley, who has our keys to the game for this matchup.
Key number 1, fast and aggressive start. Taylorville has to come out with some aggression early in this one to take home a win here tonight. Lincoln does a good job of stealing the momentum early, so we need to get going early on this one. Key number 2, force tough shots. Lincoln has some amazing talent on their team, including some sharp shooters. Taylorville has to keep them outside of the paint and force them to chuck up the tough ones. Key number 3, Tarr versus Froebe. It's going to be a fun matchup tonight between two all-star caliber players tonight, as these two upperclassmen both try to lead their teams to victory. Addison Tarr on her end and Kloe Froebe on the other. When we come back, we'll be ready to go with first quarter action. We're broadcasting live from Taylorville High School's iconic Dolph Stanley Court. Taylorville girls basketball coming up next. This is TommyTV.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Back to the TommyTV pregame report. I got the opportunity to sit down with senior guard on the Tornadoes, Aubrey Kitzman. Let's go ahead and take a look at that interview. Big matchup with Lincoln tonight. What did the preparation look like for this matchup?
We definitely prepared a lot. We tried to work on beating the press. They have a really good 1-2-2 zone, and just making sure that our offense was strong and we were able to beat their press.
Being a senior, how big is this matchup for you, and what would it mean for you to knock off the #1 team in the state?
This is a huge game for us. I mean, we've never beat Lincoln since we were probably 5 years old playing them, and it's a huge game, so it would be pretty cool to be able to knock off the #1 team.
You guys had back-to-back losses against two very good opponents, but bounced back with a 50-25 win over Litchfield. How are you going to carry that momentum from that win into tonight's matchup?
Yeah, we definitely had a little bit of a tough go there at Highland. It was a tough tournament with some good competition, but we're hoping to carry that momentum, keep the winning going, and bring it into tonight.
Lincoln's obviously a very strong team when it comes to shooting the ball. How do you guys plan on contesting those shots and making sure that you're putting pressure on them?
We're going to make sure our defense is very aggressive, trying to close out on all the shooters and making them drive rather than killing us on the three-point line.
Unfortunately, senior night's been postponed twice, but I guess third time's a charm. It's been a great senior season for you and the team. What's it mean to be a part of this winning program and continue this season?
It's been so awesome to be a part of this program and to see how far we've come over the past 4 years, changing it from, I think we were 3-15 my first year to where we are now. So that's been amazing, and we're really hoping that senior night goes on Monday.
Thank you for your time.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Railers of Lincoln High School. At forward, a 5'8" senior, number 24, Tori Garrett. At a guard, a 5'6" senior, number 1, Taryn Stolzenberg. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 4, Becca Heitzig. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 14, Jenna Bowman. And at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 5, Kloe Froebe. The Railers are coached by Taylor Rohrer. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Tornadoes. At one forward, a 5'11" junior, number 23, Eddie Tarr. At the other forward, a 6'4" junior, number 32, Maisie Fleming. At a guard, a 5'10 junior. Number 24, Kylie Heimsness. At guard, a 5'8 senior. Number 14, Lulu Woodward. And at guard, a 5'4 senior. Number 2, Aubrey Kitzman. The Tornadoes are coached by Hayden Eldred, assisted by Tad McCullough. And Kevin Kitzman. Officials for this contest are Carl Shreve, Mike Kern, and Bob Alexander.
Kloe Froebe, of course, got her 1,000 points against Taylorville, her first 1,000 point against Taylorville. Don't want to see 3,000 here tonight. Macy getting ready to jump against Kloe. Tip is up, and here we go. Taylorville underway. Kylie, quick in to Addie Tarr. Backs up, shot up, no good. Tries again, but can't get the rebound as Tori Garriott picks it up.
That was a great look right there, Leroy. All you needed was the finish, and it could not have been a better start.
So here comes Kloe Froebe, left wing. The senior is going to play basketball for Colorado State. She is amazing. Here comes Becca Heitzig, also going to Iowa State. Becca getting the ball over the top of the key for Stolzenberg, then down in the corner. Double teaming on that one. Ball gets knocked down over the right-hand side, and then pushed through over the corner. Back up top to Kloe. Kloe guarding, or Kloe pushing forward against Macy Fleming on the right-hand side. Baseline drive, quick shot. Shot is blocked, and out of bounds. It's going to be Taylorville ball.
Those were that was a great defensive possession there for Taylorville, and a very promising offensive possession right there, too. It was quick, we missed the finish, but Taylorville locked down right there, Leroy. Lincoln did not know what to do.
So Lincoln doing a full court press here, and we'll see how Taylorville handles that press. One thing, they might like it because it allows them to go up-tempo. Kylie saves that ball from going out of bounds. Aubrey cutting through traffic. Over the far right, or far left corner to Kylie, then back over the left-hand side. Aubrey starts to dribble, yells a play over in the corner. Kylie now resets the top of the key. About 3 feet off the mark towards the middle of the court. Drifting towards the right. Skip pass over Lulu into Addie. Addie, quick shot. Too strong, no good. Maisie tries. No good again. She was getting pushed and was falling back as she tried to make that shot. Now Kylie steals that ball, goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with Lincoln, but a good aggressive and a good awareness from Kylie Heimsness. And if your defense, Tim, this is what you want for Taylorville.
Without a doubt, Leroy. Not letting them get anything going, not letting any passes get off easily. This is looking good so far on defense for the Tornadoes.
And sadly, this is how they're going to have to play all 4 quarters. This is not going to give up. As the first 3 comes from Kloe, no good. Second chance, though, Stolzenberg, top of the key. Towards the right, Aubrey Kitzman all over. And now Kylie steals the ball, having trouble picking it up. She finally does. Underhands it to Addie. Top of the key, and Addie gets absolutely hammered in the back. And a jump ball is called. She got absolutely thrown down. No whistle on that one, but the whistle for the jump ball comes in with 6:16 left, no score.
Surprised not to see a foul on the floor there, Leroy. A whole lot of contact, and it's going to go to the rail splitters, insult to injury there.
Froebe came just from behind and just shoved her down. Left-hand side and trying to find some room. Skip pass in. Baseline drive, then over the right-hand side. Top of the key for her. Froebe over the far right quarter. Now over to the top. Another 3-point shot taken. Now late call as Kylie will come in and hit Kloe. And Kloe heads to the line to shoot 3.
You know, that's Kylie Heimsness right there, just trying not to let any easy threes go off. Drew the contact beyond the 3-point line. It's something you don't want to do, but that's Kloe Froebe, Leroy. You can't let any uncontested shots go up, so I don't mind the foul.
So Kloe will head to the line to shoot 3 free throws. First free throw up from her, no good.
Leroy, the offense for Lincoln so far.
She don't miss too often. Listen, Kloe is dangerous. A very, very good basketball player. One of the best I've ever seen since my time here in Taylorville. Second shot from her. Good. And the first points of the game come from Kloe Froebe. I wouldn't expect anything less. 1-0, 5:57 left. Second free throw from her.
It's a little bit what we expected, though, Leroy. If Taylorville's defense came to play, this was not going to be easy.
No good. Maisie with the rebound. Kicks it out to Kylie. Kylie stops her dribble, underhands it to Addie, and then Addie down to Maisie. Maisie starts her dribble over the right wing. Over the left-hand side to Addie. Addie for a long 3. No good, and Taylorville still can't find the basket. Saves it, though. Second chance. Addie down and stolen away by Tarr Stolzenberg. Now Kloe on a fast break and gets the layup. Wow. Chloe's got 3.
Even through Addison Tarr's block, she was able to get it up and in off the window there. That was a great take by Froebe.
Aubrey down to Addie. Left-hand side, Aubrey Kinsman bringing the ball down, gets it over to Maisie, and Maisie gets hit hard, and a blocking foul will come in from Jenna Bowman. First time we've said her name today. Bowman's going to get the foul. Got to give her a chance to at least get the ball. She didn't do that.
Tornadoes only trailing 3, Leroy. This is not out of reach by any means. One possession game here. Taylorville just needs to heat up on offense here.
One area that we've struggled in the last few games is getting points, and we continue here in the first 3 minutes of this one. Top of the key for Aubrey Kinsman. Thought about a 3, had no room. Tarr does, though. Shot gets blocked into Maisie, and no good, but Maisie led to the line to shoot 2.
Well, they're finding Maisie, Leroy. They're finding her well, and there's not really too much height on Lincoln that's matching up well. If Maisie can hit from underneath the basket, they could Tornadoes could get into this one pretty easily.
So Maisie will have a chance to get the first points for Taylorville. First free throw up, and good after about 4 bounces. And Taylorville, listen, there's nerves here.
Oh, yeah.
There's nerves here. This is a dangerous Lincoln team. We know how dangerous they are. Taylorville just trying to get those first points in. Second free throw good as well. It's a 3-2 game. And Taylorville can keep the scoring down. You've got to feel that that favors Taylorville more. Froebe, top of the key. Cuts over to her left and throws it away. Holy cow, good job from Taylorville. Terry Stolzenberg in the wrong spot, and Taylorville will take over.
And these first minutes that we talked about being so imperative, Leroy, Taylorville's taken them in stride, and they are succeeding so far.
Now down to Aubrey Kinsman. Has some trouble with it, but able to retain, and now knocked away by Stolzenberg. So it's Snow over the back. Himes this now over to Aubrey Kinsman, then back over. Himes this right wing, then over to Tarr in the far corner. Addison Tarr up top, over the left-hand side to Aubrey Kinsman. Skip pass over to Lulu. Lulu back over the top of Kylie. Takes a 3. No good off to the mark on the right-hand side. Tarr going for the ball, and it's going to stay with Taylorville.
It's Addison Tarr putting it all out on the line today, sprawling out for that one. Just happened to go off a lady railer right there.
3-2, 4:37 left. Quick give and go, and oh, no good on that one. Maisie going to try now. Outside of the top, Aubrey Kinsman for a 3. No good. Again, another chance, and now loose ball picked away by Becca Heitzig. Heitzig going all alone on herself. Left-hand side for Kloe. And up top, the three-point shot taken, no good. And Maisie gets the rebound and off, and it'll be Taylorville ball. Went off of Heitzig.
Leroy, these Taylorville offensive possessions have been looking good. They're finding the open shot, but they can't get them to fall. And they need to keep shooting threes, Leroy, because they're looking good. They're great shots. And that one's going to go out of bounds.
Kylie throwing that ball way ahead of Aubrey, and it's going to go out of bounds. Coach Hayden Eldred saying, look, okay, that's all right, focus, let's cool it. Kloe Froebe bringing the ball down. Senior gets the ball over the right-hand side, in and off the leg of Addison Tarr. And Taylorville's defense staunch here early.
Very strong, Leroy, and I'm not sure if the rail splitters are ready for that. They're not letting them get any easy shots up. They're going baseline, but then they're drawing back out to the perimeter to not let any shots up. It's been great.
Top of the key. Over the left-hand side. Now up top for Kloe. Right-hand side for Heitzig. Heitzig runs in the runner. Good. First points from Becca Heitzig comes in, and it's 5-2.
That's a good take from Heitzig right there. Taylorville just needing to respond now.
And what I say before the game started, I was fine with giving them little jumpers. Now Kylie Himes tries to get that ball out. Can't do it. She's holding her hand. Hope she's all right. Himes to inbound that ball to Aubrey Kinsman. Here we go. Kinsman cross midcourt. Gets the ball over to Kylie. Looked like she broke a nail. She's still holding that hand over on the left or on the right-hand side. Feeds it in to Maisie, then tries to get to Tarr and unable to do it. The ball gets knocked away. Now trouble with it, and finally able to corral is Kloe Froebe. Froebe over the right-hand side, then in. The shot is up, blocked by Addison Tarr. No good from Tori Garriott. And now over the left-hand side for Froebe, no good again. Third chance, and finally that's good from Garriott.
Well, the threes aren't falling for Lincoln just quite yet, but they're certainly getting a lot of chances up. Taylorville is as well, though.
Timeout call as Kinsman was trapped in the corner. So we've reached our first timeout, 7-2 in favor of Lincoln. 3:01 left here in the first quarter, but the score may be 7-2, but Taylorville feels that if they can just get a shot to fall, that they're right back in this.
Two-possession ball game, Leroy. If Taylorville was able to make half the threes that they put up, they'd be in the lead right now, and their defense just needs to stay on their toes, keep Lincoln back on their heels, and Taylorville just needs to pick it up on offense, even though it has been something they've struggled with past couple of games.
It really has. They struggled really in the Litchfield game, they kind of struggled with it, and then towards the end of the Highland tournament, they were struggling with it as well, and that's an area where Taylorville feels that they're better than what they have been doing. So Interesting to see how they come out here and try to get some points on the board. Aubrey Kitzman. And listen, the defense for Lincoln has been fantastic. Let's not sugarcoat it. Lulu, top of the key. Aubrey Kitzman all alone. Yes, Aubrey Kitzman with a 3, and it's 7-5.
Right at the top of the key, she let it fly and finally saw it go in. I think that's going to bode well for this Taylorville offense.
So one possession game. Kloe Froebe tries to get around Maisie into traffic. No room, and then kicked out left-hand side to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg in. Froebe tries to take it herself. Maisie Fleming blocks it. Now over the right wing. Up top, and moving that ball over the left-hand side. Stolzenberg trying to get on the baseline, then under the basket. No room there. And now the ball gets a foul come in. Oh, my goodness.
Not
so
sure.
Kylie will pick up her second.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That foul is a little soft right there, Leroy, based on the contact we've seen on the other end of the floor. But the defense from Maisie Fleming and the blocked shots that have all been clean, Taylorville needs to keep that up.
So Kylie sits in favor of Grace Rogers. And although Grace is a freshman, listen, she's a good freshman. Left-hand side, Stolzenberg 3, no good. Trying to get the rebound, balls out, a bounce, and it'll stay with Lincoln.
Went off a couple different hands right there. Really could have gone either way.
2:15 left in this first quarter, 7-5. Top of the right-hand side for Kloe Froebe. The dangerous senior moves the ball over the left-hand side. And over the corner, plenty of room for Stolzenberg, and she hits the 3. And a rare mistake on defense for Taylorville leads to an easy 3 for Terrence Stolzenberg.
That's too many tries for Stolzenberg in our near side corner, Leroy. Eventually, she was going to hit, and she found herself wide open.
Maisie able to corral that one from going another turnover. Grace Rogers over the left wing, back over to Kitzman. Kitzman on the left-hand wing, bringing that ball over to Lulu on the right. Now over the top-hand side, Aubrey takes another 3. Short front iron, tries to get the rebound, can't do it. And here comes Heitzig. Heitzig on the 1-on-2. And over the left-hand side, stops the drive and gets the ball back over the left-hand side for Kloe. In to Heitzig, no good, shot was short. Rebounded by Grace Rogers, who slips and falls. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lincoln.
This is where the bleeding needs to stop, Leroy. You can't let this one get too out of hand. Taylorville not too far behind, down 12 points, but down 8 points, excuse me.
5.
I saw 2 up there, 5 points. I'm so sorry. I have dyslexia, folks. I don't, but.
Kloe Frobe's trying to make it. That was you.
That was me. That was me.
13-5. Addison Tarr bringing the ball down now over the left-hand side for Lulu. Lulu trying to get that ball through. Trouble with it. But Tarr right there. Now to Grace Rogers. The shot up. No good. Loose ball. Kitzman now goes up with it. And yes, Aubrey Kitzman's got 5.
That was pinballing around, found the hands of Kitzman right there. She kept her composure, got the lucky roll.
13-7. Kloe Froebe, top of the key, then over the right-hand side, another 3 taken. No good, too strong from Jenna Bowman, and here comes Taylorville. Lulu trying to go on the race against Heitzig, then back up to Aubrey Kitzman. Kitzman settles things down. Kitzman trying to get some help over the right-hand side to Grace Rogers. Rogers starts her dribble and stops it, and she gets harassed, and now a foul will come in on Stolzenberg.
Yeah, wrapped her up right there. Not quite sure where she thought the confusion was on that call, Leroy, but Taylorville will stick right with it.
32 seconds left, 13-7 in favor of Lincoln here. We near the end of the first quarter. Aubrey gets that ball into Lulu, top of the key, about 5 feet off the mark. Then now knocked away by Kloe Froebe, having some trouble picking up. Kloe does get away with it. Right-hand side, the layup up and good. And that's another turnover that leads to points. And that's 2 more there. Now left-hand side for Aubrey Kitzman as points were good by Becca Heitzig. Kitzman trying to respond to Grace underneath the basket. Has some trouble with it. She's going to step on the line for another turnover. 15-7, 7.9 seconds left here in this first quarter. And Jesse Wright will check in for Lulu.
These girls cannot get discouraged. There's a lot of ball left to play right here, and this first quarter has been a success.
Kloe cross midcourt, left-hand side. Froebe getting it over, now back. Froebe with a 3 at the time, and good. And that's how the first quarter will end. So when there was a minute left, it was a 3-point or 5-point game. It's now 18-7 in favor of Lincoln. You're listening to 96.5 TheChill.com. Back after this.
Not out. Not out.
welcome into the TommyTV studio after some first quarter action. The score is currently 18-7 in favor of the Railers. Drew, what did you like to see and what didn't you like to see from our Lady Tornadoes out there?
Yeah, early on we were making a good defensive effort, but right now I think it's just the Tornadoes. Kitzman and Fleming have been the main scorers for this team. I think the only scorers actually. If they want to get back into this game, I think Addison Tarr is the key to that. She's been the star player. She's been our leading scorer. I think we need to get her involved as much as possible in this game if we want to cut this deficit as much as possible. We'll go ahead and send it back out for some second quarter action. Sorry about that.
Rebounded over by Piper Whiteman. First time we've said her name today. Here comes Kloe. Froebe on the left-hand side and in the corner. Three-point shot taken and good from Piper Whiteman, and Lincoln heating up.
Whiteman lets it fly from the same spot that was hit earlier from Stolzenberg, and they're going to have to shut down that corner three.
And now Jesse Wright gets absolutely harassed by Piper Whiteman.
What we're seeing the Lincoln defense right now, they tie you up, they make you overwhelmed, Leroy. They're going to have to just try to find that open space.
Heimsness, right-hand side over to Kitzman. Baseline, cuts over, stops her dribble and gets it over. Macy has some trouble with it. Ball goes over the line and it'll be over the back. So Stolzenberg gets ready to inbound here. Gets into Froebe. On the right-hand side for Becca Heitzig. Heitzig through traffic. Over the far right corner, three-point shot taken and good from Jenna Bowman.
And this is what we were talking about happening, Leroy. They had all their misses in the first quarter, the first couple of minutes here, and now they're really starting to see it.
24-7 in favor of Lincoln. Kitzman on the far corner. Gets the ball out to Maisie Fleming. Fleming over the right. Now down to Grace Rogers. Baseline drive, the jumper. No good, another miss, and rebounded by Kloe Froebe.
That was a good take. Baseline, Leroy, just got to be a little bit softer on the finish.
Froebe bringing the ball down now into Heitzig. Kicks it out. Frobe's three. Absolutely.
That's top of the key once again, and that is automatic.
Heimsness. And now Maisie has her pass blocked by Froebe. Froebe on the right-hand side. Baseline drive. And back out to the right. Another three taken and no good. Miss. And off the hands of a bunch of Taylorville players, because of course it is. And it'll go to Lincoln ball. Full timeout taken by Taylorville, and we'll take it with them. 27-7 in favor of the Lincoln Lady Railers, and they're proving why they're 25-0.
Oh. Man. That was quick. That was quick.
You feel like you're right there with them, and then all of a sudden, you look up.
Three after three. So automatic. Yeah.
Tornado basketball. Railers leading 27-7 here in the second quarter. Kloe Froebe, top of the key, over the right-hand side. Baseline drive, quick runner from Heitzig, good.
Yeah, they're making all their shots that they're supposed to right now, Leroy. That was just a baseline easy jumper there from Heitzig, and she gets it to fall like she has quite a few times.
Everyone kept in check other than Aubrey Kitzman and Maisie Fleming. Kitzman, top of the key, about 5 feet off the mark. Left-hand side for Kylie Heimsness. Addison Tarr, corner three, no good. Rebounded again by Kloe Froebe. Now down to Heitzig, under the basket. Perfect feed, perfect read, and Becca Heitzig adds another layup in her repertoire.
Yeah, those are tough passes to make. Fast break, and you got a moving target on the other end. That ball could not have been put in a better spot.
Tarr being double teamed, skip pass over to Kitzman. Kitzman Feeds into Maisie. Maisie runs into a wall and over the right-hand side to Kylie Himesness. Himesness over to Kitzman, right wing. 3-point shot taken. Good. Aubrey Kitzman having a good game today, Tim.
Gonna need a lot more than that. Look at this.
Himesness steals this. She goes up for the shot. Can't get a layup to fall. And Kloe Froebe will go. Shot over the outstretched hands of Maisie Fleming and Piper Whiteman. That's another 2 points.
That's the difference right there. Shots within 5 feet that they're popping up right there. Taylorville has not gotten them to fall as Lincoln really has.
Went off the foot of Heitzig, and Kylie will bring the ball across midcourt. Feeds into Maisie. Maisie back in her defender. Shot up and good. It gets fouled. And the end one for Fleming as she heads to the line to shoot.
Gonna need a lot more of that from Kitzman and from Maisie Fleming right there. Fleming really entered that zone. She's the biggest girl on the court right there, and she proved it. Put it up and in, drew the foul, and love that from Taylorville.
33-12 in favor of Lincoln. I don't know what Ed just announced.
I didn't hear that.
Made some announcement.
Thanks, Ed.
Fleming gets the free throw to go and completes the 3-point play. So here comes Froebe, top of the key, being guarded by Maisie over the right-hand side for Jenna Bowman. Now over to the right. Picked up by Heitzig, and back over around the horn, and back over to Froebe over the far corner. Left-hand side for Jenna Bowman. Good for Bowman.
Yeah, got Addison Tarr in the air, completely got her with that pump fake, moved inside, about a 15-foot jumper.
That was Piper Whiteman, my bad. Maisie over the right-hand side for Lulu. Backs up her defender, runs into Whiteman. Now jump ball called again, and it'll go back to Lincoln.
I got the last jump ball there, I thought there, Leroy.
I did too. Coach Hayden Eldred saying, go up with it. Go up with the shot. Froebe across midcourt. They lead 35-13. Right-hand side. In the far corner. 3-point shot taken. That's Bowman. No good. And rebounded by Whiteman.
Maisie got hands on it, just somehow got to the railers.
Skip pass in, trying to find some room. Heitzig doesn't have any, but plenty of room for Kloe Froebe, who hits another three.
Top of the key, and with a lot of contest right there from Kylie Himesness, just making it look easy there is Froebe.
7-3 so far for Lincoln. Maisie gets absolutely ambushed. That gets the ball over to Addison Tarr, and Tarr throws it away.
Went right into the bench of the Lincoln Rail Splitters right there. Just an errant pass, Leroy, and once again, mistakes that cannot be made against this team.
38-13, Froebe across midcourt. Right-hand side, 3-point shot taken, good for Piper Whiteman, another three.
Drawn in the defense right there was Kloe Froebe, and she left one of her shooters wide open in the far side corner.
Himesness down to Tarr. Right-hand side for Kylie, and back up top to Addie. Over the far right to Lulu. Feeds into Maisie, turns, spins, shoots, puts it in.
That's the game right there for Taylorville. Feed Maisie, they got no response for that play.
41-15. Now ball over right-hand side, thrown away. And Froebe, a rare mistake.
Got to use it. Got to use every single mistake this Rail Splitters team gives you.
Kitzman to inbound. And here comes the Lady Tornadoes. 2:55 left here in the second quarter. Glad to have you with us here. Himesness stops her dribble and gets the ball over to Tarr and resets. Tarr left wing. Back up top, trying to find some room there. Kitzman in the far corner. 2:40 left here, 41-15 in Maisie. Back over to Addie. Head fake, now drives baseline. The runner. Too strong again. Maisie tries, gets it to go.
It was a great rebound and putback from Maisie Fleming. Underneath the basket, she was tied up with quite a few defenders. That's a great play right there.
9 points for Maisie, and a reason why they even she's got half their points. Froebe, right side. Bowman, and back over to Froman. Back to Bowman. Skip pass in to Whiteman. Turns, Heitzig, good.
Hey, Heitzig has those shots locked in, Leroy.
She's got 10. 43-17. Kitzman. Left-hand side for Tarr. And left-hand side, then back up top, Kylie, all alone. Into Maisie. Right-hand side for Kitzman. A little trouble handling it. Probably could have got a three off. And now an off-the-ball foul on Lincoln.
Yeah, that was Stolzenberg right there. Just trying too much contact, little hand check right there, and referee saw it. Taylorville will inbound underneath the basket.
The second foul there as she sits for a few moments. The foul was on Whiteman, her second. Tarr into Lulu, up with it, no good, but she'll get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. And that's what Taylorville needs to do, go get that contact.
Yeah, that's what we saw Hayden Eldred doing earlier. As you feel that contact, go up with it. You are in the shooting motion, you'll go to the line and shoot a couple shots, just like Lulu here.
So, Olivia hits her first free throw. Lulu trying to make it 2 for 2, cut this down to a little bit of a better deficit. Next free throw up, good as well. 43-19 in favor of the Railers. Kloe Froebe cross midcourt. Right hand side, feeds it in. Quick runner and good. And that's been the big difference as they've been hitting those shots. Gary, it's with only your 4th point.
It's just a perfect feed underneath the basket and finding her all alone. That's a great play there.
Tarr tried to get to Kissman. The ball got knocked away by Froebe. In, shot up, good. And they're going to wave off the shot and say she traveled. Lincoln Railer crowd behind me not liking that call despite being up 45-19.
You can't have them all, Leroy.
Kissman the inbound. And it's over to Lulu. Now Kissman being hounded by Kloe Froebe. Left hand side to right. Right has trouble with it. Now picks up, got to get it across the line. Grace Rogers, and now 10 seconds is called.
This Lincoln defense is not going to let up, Leroy, and Taylorville wouldn't do the same if they were in this position, finding him in the backcourt and just covering him up.
Hide stick to Froebe. Here comes the Railers. Less than a minute left here at halftime. Got a great halftime show coming up your way. We'll talk about all the great things that the Railers have done. No, I'm just kidding. Froebe across, trying to go up for it in traffic, and she's going to get fouled as she goes. They're going to say she was in the motion of shooting or passing. Passing. Be the first foul on Taylorville this quarter. It'll be on Lulu, her second. Team first, 45-19. Left-hand side, three-point shot taken. Good. As putting that one in was Mia Clark, her first 2 points. And here comes Maisie, left side for Lulu. Underhands it, now a foul coming out, hold on Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln has been drawing fouls.
Very aggressive.
And Leroy, I kind of wish I would have seen Taylorville with a few more fouls up there on the board. That makes a shooter think twice about going up with a shot, or when they're going up for a three, you know a defender is coming if you've drawn a few fouls there. Taylorville, maybe a little bit too clean.
Stolzenberg had her second. Kissman over to right through Lulu. And back over. Back to right. Right. Back over. Now over to Macy Fleming on the far right corner. 17 seconds left. Tries to feed that pass in. Nowhere close and stolen away again. Froebe trying to get around Lulu's. Kicks it out. And up top, left-hand side. Now baseline. Good ball movement. Good ball movement from Lincoln. Right-hand side. Froebe with the long three. Good. And at the buzzer as well, and that's how the quarter will end. 51-19, all Railers here at halftime. You're listening to 965thechill.com. Back in a little bit.
TommyTV halftime report. The score is currently 51-19 in favor of the Railers. Taylorville just didn't get as aggressive as the Lincoln Railers did in the start of this half. So we really just need to push back and get ready for that second quarter. So we're going to send it up to the studio to Drew.
Over Christmas break, we at TommyTV moved into our new studio space. Thankfully, our new space is much bigger than before. We want to show you some behind the scenes, so let's take a look.
Hello, Tornado Nation. I'm Miley Sims, and today Drew and I are going to take you through a tour of our new and improved TommyTV studio. So right when you walk in the TommyTV studio, you'll see our new video wall, brought to you by Adam Vokes. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate all that you do, and we really appreciate this video wall. It's great for broadcasts and videos. So we come around this way, and we have all of our equipment. If you check out one of our recent Facebook posts on the TommyTV channel, you'll see that we're working on classroom roles, and a lot of those take place right here, just making sure that equipment is where it should be and ready for any broadcast or videos. If you turn around, we'll come on this way. This is our classroom area. We spend a lot of time in here, as you can see, and this is where Mr. Hohenstein teaches the most. We kind of go through agendas up here. This was today's agenda. You know, we talk about all of the things that are incorporated in the class, including live streams and videos that need to be made. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to pass it on to Drew, who's going to give you the other half of our room.
Thank you, Miley. Up here on this board is our calendar, so you can see all of our upcoming live streams. We got tonight and then next Monday and Tuesday and Friday. So next week is a big week. Make sure you tune in to all of those broadcasts. We're really excited for those as we're getting towards the end of the basketball season here. And as Mr. Hohenstein would say, this is where all the magic happens. So first off, we have our YouTube page pulled up with some DJing music, I guess, from someone, whatever that is. And then we have some graphics machine here as well. Wirecast is over here, and this is really where the magic happens if you want to get into the logistics of that. We have our VMix and our replay up here. So this is where Ty Winans will be tonight, making some beautiful replays for all of you in our broadcast. We also have some other machines here. We got some great graphics that we're preparing for in our pregame show and our broadcast plan. This is a major production, and it takes a lot of work to go through and look at that. Had it timed down by the second, and that's something really cool that Anthony and crew has really been doing a great job on. We have the video wall controller. We have audio. We have stats will be over here tonight. So we have a really good studio setup. We're really grateful for the space that we have and all of the new additions that we have in the studio. So thank you for joining us along this studio tour.
Enjoy the rest of the broadcast. Welcome back to the TommyTV Halftime Report. I'm here with THS Student Council President Alona Lednicule. Alona, what are some fun events Student Council has had so far this year?
So far this year, we've done our annual Gold Walk, where we raise money for a family suffering from childhood cancer. We've done our Angel Tree, our annual Trick or Treat food drive. We've done Winter Formal. We have our second blood drive coming up tomorrow, and we've done early in September Homecoming Week along with the Homecoming Dance.
What can THS students look forward to as far as Student Council plans?
We have our annual Dodgeball Palooza coming up right when basketball season's done. And then we're going to add in a cornhole tournament as well, and sometime in April. And then just to put this out there, we are selling the St. Patty's Day themed Taylorville Tornado shirts. So go to our socials, either Instagram or Facebook, and there's a link on there to buy shirts online.
What are some ways that students, staff, or even community members can help out with some Student Council stuff?
Yeah, we can get support from everyone. Just showing up to our events and activities, that really gets a lot of involvement, and then helping us raise money at our fundraisers.
Thank you so much, Alona. We're going to send it back up to Drew.
Thanks, Miley. I want to take a moment to talk now about the third annual Tommy Awards. The Tommy Awards is an event hosted by TommyTV students to highlight the amazing students, staff, and community members in Taylorville. The third annual Tommy Awards will be hosted at THS on June 1st, 2024. Make sure to go follow all Tommy Awards social media pages, especially our TikTok and Instagram, at Tommy Awards THS. We appreciate all the support we have received over the past 2 years and look forward to bringing you another spectacular event to the Taylorville community. Announcements will be made soon on more details, so be on the lookout, including an opportunity to win a discount on tickets of your choice. Let's take a moment to look at a video we recently made thanking our current sponsors.
Got a new house.
I think I finally found a place that I call home.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Thank you all for tuning in live to the TommyTV Halftime Report. Drew and I will be back post-game with exclusive player interview, stats, breakdowns, and more.
Good luck to the Tornadoes for the second half, and thank you all for tuning in for our halftime report.
She starts going, feeds it into Tarr, who's been very quiet this game. Kylie. Over to Kitzman, into Maisie. Tried to get to Lulu, but got the lane shut down relatively quick. And Kitzman back over to Kylie. Now tries to feed that ball into Maisie. Nope, gonna take it herself. Skip pass over the left. Kitzman 3. Yeah. Aubrey Kitzman, have yourself a game.
It's tough on offense when you're down by a big deficit, but Kitzman doesn't look at the scoreboard. She looks at the rim right there. She gets it right through the twine. Great take.
Froebe on Heimses. Heimses gets screened in the left-hand side. Now trying to find some room over there on the perimeter. Skip pass in on the baseline, right over. Kylie nearly had that one picked off instead over the top of the key. Froebe being hounded by Kylie. Then gets the ball on the right-hand side. Back up top. Froebe wide open 3. Oh, no good off the mark to the left-hand side, but a second chance, and she'll try again. Kloe drives in, the shot over Macy Fleming, no good. And Fleming gets the rebound, able to keep that ball inbounds and gets that ball over to Kitzman.
Taylorville's got to work together here, both trying to go for an defensive rebound there.
Lulu open on the left-hand side, can't get that one to fall. Right-hand side, Froebe all alone, and no good. The Lincoln Railers wanted a foul call, did not get it. Instead, a jump ball was called, but it'll still stay with the Lady Railers. 51-22, 6:25 left here in the quarter.
That was a good take to the basket there by Lulu. She was not able to get it to fall.
Stolzenberg over to right-hand side. No good on the shot from Jenna Bowman, and here comes the Tornadoes. Lulu to Maisie, drives in through traffic, loses the basketball, did not get a foul call.
Lost the ball, just trying to go through two defenders right there, but neither of them moved. I thought that could have been a blocking foul.
Froebe, left-hand side for Heitzig. Heitzig over in the corner, three-point shot taken, short, and Kylie gets it.
Lincoln with a slow start from beyond the arc here,
But
kind of
again,
similar to this first quarter.
You've got to capitalize on it.
Yep.
Taylorville hasn't been doing that. Kitzman over left-hand side. She is, though, and she's got 5 this quarter. 51-24. Froebe across midcourt. Left-hand side. Trying to find some room over in the left wing. Back up top, Froebe having trouble with it. Over the right over to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg to the left. Back over to Bowman, then back to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg holding on the left-hand side. Gets screened but past Kylie Heimses. Now Heitzig tries to go through traffic towards the right. Now the left-hand side, Froebe tries driving in. Up with it, and good ball movement on a backdoor screen and in for Stolzenberg.
Taylorville with a 5-point run there ended there, but it was a good couple of possessions from Taylorville.
Well, you give them 2-3 chances, you know, you can't do that with that team. Now Himes is in trouble. Tries to cut through, ball gets stolen away. Back, Heitzig, good again.
It's taken right out of the hands of Heimsness there, and still a lot of contact. Surprised not to see any whistle on that.
Left-hand side for Heimsness, and over to Maisie. Fleming on the right-hand side. Now they're going to call it travel on Fleming, and Fleming looks tired.
Fleming is that middle piece when they're trying to beat the full court press, Leroy. She takes that role. So much effort given by Maisie Fleming because they need her in a lot of spots because they throw that ball up to her and they just hope that she's tall enough to get it.
Now Kylie will pick up a push against Kloe Froebe. That'll be her third. 55-24 here, 4:42 left here in the third quarter. For what it's worth, Taylorville outscoring them in the third 5-4.
Love that. Keep an eye on that.
Right-hand side, Froebe trying to find some room there over the side. Now over the left wing. In, knocked away right to the hands of Heitzig, because of course it is. Up top, Stolzenberg. Now left wing. Find some room on the baseline. Skip pass in there, Froebe. Froebe will go up for the basket and get fouled, and they'll send Kloe to the line.
I don't mind that contact right there. Underneath the basket from Froebe, there's been back-to-back possessions here from Lincoln where they had easy takes to the basket. Draw a little bit of contact there. Show them what you can do.
So the 5'9" senior will head to the line to shoot free throws. Bends her knees. First free throw up is good.
You got to remember, this game started with 2 minutes of 0-0 basketball. They were neck and neck there. And Lincoln getting a slower start to this third quarter.
Second free throw from Froebe is no good. Rebounded by Lincoln. Another chance. Froebe left wing. Left-hand side to Stolzenberg. Trying to find some room over there on the far left corner. Bowman over the right. Bounce pass in, and now knocked away by Heimsness. Loose ball, and boy, Taylorville just cannot get anything.
And that play all started with Heitzig saving it from going out of bounds. She was falling out and somehow got a pass off to get it back in play. Just keeping it in play was huge right there from Heitzig.
56-24. Here comes Taylorville trying to keep this within 30. Grace Rogers, top of the key. Cuts through traffic. Has her pocket picked as she goes up for the shot. Right side for Heitzig. Heitzig right wing. And we're left-hand side. Far left corner. Froebe over Grace Rogers. Imagine your assignment having to guard Kloe Froebe. Froebe drives through, kicks it out to the right side. Bowman, the three, good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sit through that school day, Leroy, if I knew I had Kloe Froebe waiting for me after.
Oh, my goodness. Tarr over to Heimsness and back over. Cuts across midcourt. 59-24. Kylie loses the basketball, picked up by Grace Rogers. Rogers, and over to Maisie Fleming through Tarr. Ball goes out of bounds. There'll be another turnover.
Taylorville just testing the limits of how high they can throw a pass to Maisie Fleming. They've been 100% successful until right there in this one.
Very weird that Addison Tarr has been kept quiet. The senior is or the junior is an amazing basketball player and just has nothing to show for it tonight. They have kept her in check. Air ball right there, and Taylorville will take over.
They did their homework, Leroy, in there, not letting Addison Tarr have anything.
Not a lot of teams have been able to shut down Addison Tarr this year. They've been doing it so far. Tarr in the Heimsness. Back over to the far right, over to Maisie. Maisie across midcourt and gets it over to Kylie on the left wing. Kylie cuts back over, now feeds it to Tarr. Tarr, left side. Shoves it across to Kitzman, the three. No good, short. Maisie tries to get the rebound, but right into the hands of another rebound for the Lady Railers. Left-hand side under the basket, turns around, spins, losing the basketball. Another foul comes in on a ticky-tack foul on Kylie Heimsness.
Extremely ticky-tack with the way we've seen Lincoln rip the ball away from Taylorville players. I thought we were playing tonight. I thought they were kind of swallowing the whistles for this one.
Frustrating. So that's Heimsness' fourth. Froebe can't hit the three, but it's another second chance for Lincoln. Under the basket, Froebe the right-hand side. Bowman the three, good.
Jenna Bowman heating up from beyond the arc, just extending that lead even more.
Grace Rogers trying to cut through. Heimsness up for the three. Too strong, no good. Rebounded again by Little Railers. Less than 2 minutes left here in the third.
Lincoln's rebounding on both ends of the floor has just been the difference.
Sick. Left side, three. Bowman short. Rebounded by Lincoln. Another one. They're all going to have triple doubles by the end of today's game, I'm telling you. Left side, three taken. No good, too strong. Tarr with a rebound. Well, she's off the scoreboard, but she is getting some rebounds and assists. Grace Rogers cuts through traffic into Maisie, good. And 62-26.
The bright spot there for Maisie. She's been handling this assignment pretty well.
Right-hand side, three-point shot taken. Froebe answers it right, or excuse me, sorry, Stolzenberg answers it right back. So Heimsness across midcourt, left side for Kitzman. And back over. Kylie, skip pass into Grace Rogers. Loses the basketball, everyone fighting for it, and Lincoln comes away with it. Jump ball called, and guess what? Lincoln ball.
Tied up once
again.
again.
Feel like that arrow hasn't moved at all over the whole quarter.
It's Lincoln being so willing to hit the floor and fight for each and every one of those. You're not seeing that out of every single team.
Froebe across midcourt. Senior kicks the ball over the left-hand side. Skip pass in on the baseline. Now trying to find some room over there on the left wing and back over the right-hand side. Looking for a little bit of help. Stolzenberg over to Froebe. Being guarded by Kitzman and over the right side. Baseline for Heitzig. Heitzig being harassed by Addison Tarr. Gets rid of the ball, now down in over to Tori Gary. It's stolen away. Grace Rogers cuts across midcourt, being harassed, and now has that ball knocked away and stolen away again. Froebe all alone. The layup is no good. Tries again, and second chance is good.
Well, that just can't happen. Froebe went up. She got her own rebound with three Taylorville defenders crowding her, and no Taylorville defender was able to do anything.
It's like freshmen playing against seniors. It's insane. Maisie Fleming, right side over to Kylie. And this is a team that's 18 and 5. As there's a three from Kylie Heimsness. At the buzzer, and that's how the quarter will end. 67-29 in favor of Lincoln. And the 25-0 Lincoln Railers look to be 26-0. You're listening to 965thechill.com. Back after this. Taylorville's 18-5, but you wouldn't know it. Lincoln leads 67-29, 38-point lead for them. Kylie Heimsness over the right-hand side over to Jesse Wright, right into Addison Tarr. And a whistle comes in on a foul on Lincoln. First foul of the quarter. Senior night will be Monday, as Taylor will take on Charleston. We'll have all the action for you on Monday night, hopefully, provided we don't get any delays for the third time. Lulu over the right-hand side over to Kylie. A foul, by the way, Grace Schneider, her first team first. Left side for Addison Tarr, who's been eerily quiet today. Left side, no, stolen away by Kylie Heimsness. Heimsness into Maisie on an alley-oop. Weird alley-oop. No good from Fleming. Tries again. Good.
Wow. It does look like an alley-oop or some sort of short shot there, right? But it's just a pass to Maisie Fleming. She's so tall.
67-31. Here come the Tornadoes on a running clock, fourth quarter. Left side, skip pass in. Trying to find some room over there on the left wing. And Tim, I told you it was going to be a good game today. Lincoln is as advertised, aren't they? As Kylie Heimsness kicks the reporter.
Made a beeline right towards the guy with the camera.
Right towards him, man. Poor guy.
Lucas from the Breeze feels his pain right now. Come on.
I bet he does. You cameramen get it any way you can, don't you? Right side. All right, Kloe Froebe back up top over to Becca Heitzig. Heitzig kept in check here in this third and fourth quarter, but doesn't matter as everyone else is going off. Jenna Bowman with another field goal there.
If one doesn't have it, another one will for this Lincoln team.
Again, they're just so deep.
Yep.
Maisie getting the ball over the left-hand side, back out to Kitzman over the right to Jesse Wright. Right. Feeds it in over to Addie. Now into Maisie over the outstretched fingertips of Stolzenberg, but she can't hold on to it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be another turnover.
Like I said, Leroy, they probably got 5 more girls on that bench right now that could have a near-perfect season if none of the 5 girls out right now played.
So, left side for the Railers. They lead by a healthy margin. Right-hand side. Piper Whiteman over the far corner. Back up top, Froebe. Left wing. Heitzig, back out to Kloe. Froebe on the left wing, holds. Back out to Heitzig. Moving the ball around over the right-hand side. Stolzenberg drives in, kicks out to the three-point line, no good. Another second chance for the Railers. Froebe 3, no good. Maisie Fleming gets the rare Taylorville defensive rebound. Aubrey Kitzman brings the ball across midcourt.
They've been hard to come by, Leroy, on both ends.
Oh, my goodness. Kylie Himes is getting ready to check into the game. She's got 4 fouls. Jesse Wright, 3, no good, too strong. But right there to get the rebound is Lulu. Aubrey, far right wing. Back over to Lulu, being guarded by Froebe. And now gets the reach in. And Froebe will pick up a foul, and she'll mutter to herself over the call.
It's 2 rebounds in a row for Taylorville right there. I love the play from Lulu. She was able to get that even though she was heavily boxed out by Taryn Stolzenberg and able to pop back out, extend this possession just a little bit.
Tarr. Fleming, the drive.
Great.
Gets hit hard, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Just glad to see her pop right back up, no hesitation. But her take up to the basket was extremely good right there. Her footwork is getting better each game. Oh.
Taylorville students, Purple Rain, asking for a technical after Heitzig complained about the call.
Not even going to get shots for that.
Wow, left side for Kitzman. I'm surprised they didn't give him shots on that one. Fleming in under the basketball, gets knocked out of bounds, and he'll stay with Taylorville. 70-31, 3:55 left here in this one, in which has been an absolute clinic for Lincoln. Jesse too strong on the 3 again, back iron. Rebounded by Heitzig. Left-hand side, Tarr tries picking it off. Shot up, no good, and right into the hands of Addison Tarr. Tarr's had a few rebounds tonight that have been very good. Tarr, right side for Heimsness. Kitzman 3, no good in the corner, and rebounded by Heitzig off of Addison Tarr's hands. Froebe off to the races, good 2 points for her.
Another great take, and she was able to orient her body in a way that ball wasn't blocked, and that's a player that's ready for some college basketball, Leroy. It's going to be fun to follow that career.
And we'll have JV here for the rest of the 3 minutes on this one. We'll get your names as we can. For Taylorville, Peyton DeMichael, Bailey Wirtz, Nalia Polly, also Hallie Lois and Megan Shikowski. Shikowski, left wing, then kicks it over to DeMichael on the left corner. Back up top, holding on to it, then moving over to Hallie Lois on the right wing. Lois now moves the ball in to Peyton DeMichael. Good ball movement. Polly back over the right-hand side. Back up to Hallie, then in to Bailey Werns. Werns tries to cut through traffic, and a foul will be called on the Railers.
It's good to see JV team getting some playing time in front of a nice crowd here from Dolph Stanley Court. Seeing the student section hanging around. Love that from Purple Rain.
72-31. Peyton DeMichael, no good on that shot. Short, rebounded by Lily Holmes. Railers will come down now, moving the ball over the right-hand side. Holmes now with it, being guarded by Hallie Lois, and over the left-hand side for Grace Schneider. Schneider moving that ball over in the far corner. Now gets that ball out and over the far right side, back up top to Helms. Mason McLeod stolen away. Here comes Peyton DeMichael. DeMichael gets run into, and she'll get fouled.
Great steal away right there from Peyton DeMichael, and she was dealing with a rail splitter defender right there. Good to see her go in the line, shoot a couple.
So Peyton DeMichael will head to the line with 98 seconds left here in regulation. I'm just kidding, the game.
In regulation. We're going to overtime, folks.
Yeah,
somehow.
right. Free throw up from Peyton. Short, no good. Well, sometimes all you can do is tip your cap and move on to the next game. And Lincoln as advertised tonight, Tim.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that, Leroy. They're going to have to just completely, not completely forget about this one. Take some good positive things away from this game, like the start of it with that defense, and carry that in to the rest of the season.
DeMichael makes 1 for 2 on free throws. It's 72-32, left side. Stolen away. Chikowski needs help, does get it with Hallie Lois. Less than a minute left here. Taylorville will fall to 18-6. They've lost 3 out of their last 4. And Lincoln will improve to 26-0 on their way to the playoffs in what they are hoping will be a deep, deep playoff run this year and possibly a championship. Now trying to move that ball over the left-hand side and travel, and Taylorville will take over.
I don't know who is going to be facing off and matching up well with this rail splitter team. They've only had a couple of close bouts this year, but whenever they find themselves down, they've clawed back every single time.
Well, we said that they were the best team in 3A, but they might be the best team in the state. Left side for Peyton DeMichael. Back over to Hallie Lois into Bailey Werns. Werns feeds it into the basket to Polly, but the ball gets stripped away out of bounds, and it'll stay with Taylorville. But that doesn't matter, as that will do it for this one. Lincoln Railers pick up a big win, 72-32. Got to get that one in. Turn, spin, shoot. No good. And again, that's how the quarter will end. But Lincoln Railers improved to 26-0. Taylorville falls to 18-6. They've lost 3 out of their last 4, but look to have a much more favorable schedule here moving forward as they get ready for the playoffs as well. Final score here, 72-32 in favor of Lincoln. We'll come back in just a little bit, let you know how we all got here. You're listening to 96.5thechill.com.
Hello, Tornado Nation. The contest here has ended with the final score being 72-32 in favor of the Lincoln Railers. Let's go ahead and send it back up to Drew so he can break down the game for us.
18-6 overall. As Leroy said, they have lost 3 of their last 4, so these next few games are going to be critical to see how they can continue to rebound from this here. Walk with a couple replays here. You got Fleming down low there making the basket. Going forward, we're going to have to see her get involved in these games. And the Tornadoes just really couldn't lock down defensively against the Railers. You saw Kloe Froebe making a big impact. She's a big part of this team, and it's certainly going to be impressive. Lincoln's now 26-0, so we're definitely going to have to be able to see what they do going forward. But the Tornadoes, 18-6, it's just going to be critical for them to rebound from this game, learn from this game, and continue to improve from here. Kitzman, she had a couple threes throughout this game, so it's going to be critical for her to shoot the 3 ball as well throughout this game and see her continue to improve here as the Tornadoes kind of come into this final stretch of the season. They still have many opportunities, though, to prove themselves as a team. You got games against Mount Vernon, and they also have a game against Mattoon. This team is in prime position to still win the Apollo Conference without a doubt, as Lincoln is now in the Central State 8 Conference. So that's something to really keep in mind. And that game against Mattoon is at home, and that's going to be a big one for the Apollo Conference standings and determining whether the Tornadoes can take home the Apollo Conference win this year. So once again, the Tornadoes fall 72-32 against the Lincoln Railers. We want to thank you all for tuning in to Tommy TV. I'm going to go ahead and send it down to Miley.
Once again, that final was 72-32 in favor of the Lincoln Railers. Make sure you're following Tommy TV on Facebook and on YouTube so you don't miss any of our upcoming events. For Tommy TV, I'm Miley Sims.
You're watching Tommy TV.